I don't think the average person understands just how much passive income GoHighlevel can bring in. Last year, I made an extra $700,000 by selling GoHighlevel services. And so far this year, we're on track to making 2.5K a day with GoHighlevel services. And while the money is awesome, there's something even more incredible about it that not a lot of people think about. Look, 3 years ago, I was running my marketing agency in a way where, yes, I was making really good money, but I felt like I was really chained to my desk. So even though I had plenty of money, I didn't have the level of freedom that I wanted. Highlevel is what changed that for me because it gave me a new stream of income that was pretty much passive. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can go from being a complete beginner to adding this type of income to your business or to your life. And we're going to do that by going over what to sell within Highlevel, who to sell it to, and then how to sell it. And because I suck at transitions, I'm going to jump in straight into what to sell. Right now, the most profitable thing to sell with Highlevel is going to be the AI employee. Each of these AI employees we're selling for anywhere from $720 a month on the low end, which is $1 an hour for a 24/7 employee that works 30 days a month, to $2,000 a month on the high end. And we're also selling 6-month packages ranging from anywhere from 4K to 8K, meaning that just by selling a single one of these AI employees, it is a significant amount of money. And what's incredible about it is that yes, we get to make money from the AI employees, but our clients get to make even more. And so let's start by going over what is Highlevel's AI employee and what does it do? So the easiest way to think about this is that every local business near you, they have this big laundry list of tasks that if they just did, it would not only make all of their marketing channels more profitable, but it would just make them way more money overall. For some of these businesses, that big laundry list of items, it's the thing that's holding them back from being able to scale and grow. And so let's go over some of those things on that big laundry list. Example number 1, out of all the leads that come into a business, only 5% of those are going to be active buyers that are ready to make a purchasing decision. However, 60% of those leads are going to close within 12 months. But they're going to need some nurturing. Every business would make way more money if they took the time to just nurture these leads all the way. And it would literally take some of their marketing channels right now that aren't profitable and transform them into high ROI channels. Number 2, if a lead isn't contacted within 3 to 5 seconds of the initial inquiry, the chances of them becoming a customer goes down by almost 70%. Meaning that if business owners just had a way to instantly reach out to new leads, they would be turning way more leads into customers and thus making way more money. Example number 3, around 15% of leads give qualified referrals, meaning if business owners just made sure to ask everyone for a referral, they could increase their lead flow by at least 15%. Number 4, SEO is one of the most profitable marketing channels. At least in our agency, our SEO clients average anywhere from an 800% to 1,700% return on investment on their marketing dollars. And if business owners were to ask every single one of their customers for an online review, they would get a huge boost to their search engine rankings and thus make way more money without having to hire expensive SEOs. And then just as a last example, your typical local business is going to miss out on 15% of the phone calls that come in. And if they just had a way to make sure that the phones were answered 100% of the times, then they'd be making way more money. And so by this point in the video, I'm hoping you're starting to get an idea that if business owners just did all of these things, they would get to make way more money. And so why don't they? The problem is that most of the businesses out there, they do not have the human capital to get all of this done. They do not have this discipline to do all of this. They don't have the systems to properly track and figure out who's been reached out to, who isn't, who do we need to follow up with. And they just don't have the consistency to be doing it all the time. And so that's where the AI employee comes in, because we can use the GoHighlevel software to do all of those things. And for those of you that don't know how to use GoHighlevel, or you just honestly want to skip the work, if you do start a 30-day free trial of GoHighlevel using our affiliate link below, or upgrade to SaaS mode, I'm going to give you our automated snapshots that already come pre-built with all of this stuff. It's kind of like you being able to clone my 7-figure business model straight into your account. And yes, it is going to come with all of our AI prompts as well as an AI marketing course. That way you have the tools, you have the education, you have 80% of the work done for you, and you can really start building some wealth with Highlevel. So to get access to all of that, check the description below. It's going to have a link to the 30-day free trial of Highlevel. And once you start it, check your email and you'll have received instant access. Now, in order for the rest of this video to make sense, we have to go over who to sell these AI employees to, because at the end of the day, and pay very close attention here, boiling it down to the simplest terms, Highlevel increases conversion rates and increases lead value. It's a multiplier on top of the business. And it's a double-edged sword, because what that means is that if you take a successful business and you add on a multiplier to it, it becomes even more successful. But then if you take a small business and you add a multiplier to it, it's not going to see nearly as many gains. So imagine a business that's making $1 million a year, and we give them a 10% increase in revenue. we're able to bring them an extra $100,000 of profit. Now, imagine we take a business that's only making $200,000 a year and we get them that same 10% increase. Now we're only generating an extra $20,000 a year. And so even though we're doing the same work and using the same product, because business A is already more successful than business B, business A is going to see bigger results, meaning we can also charge more for our services. And so the takeaway is that if you want to charge the higher prices and really be ultra profitable with this, you're not going to be helping new businesses out. Instead, you're going to be helping established local businesses like plumbers, electricians, lawyers, gyms, med spas, pretty much anyone that already has some significant level of success. Which then brings us to the next topic, which is how do you start selling the AI employee? Well, it all boils down to a simple 5-step framework. First, you're going to pick one core problem to solve for one core niche. So for example, maybe your niche is going to be real estate agents, and the problem is that they waste too much time on unqualified leads. Maybe your niche is going to be plumbers and electricians, and the problem is that they don't have a good system for having their phones answered after hours when all the lucrative emergency contracts are coming in. Maybe the niche is restaurants, and the problem is that they don't have a good way to get reviews, or they don't have somebody on the phones 24/7, because when the hostess is showing somebody to their table, she obviously can't be picking up the phones. Point being is that in order to sell, you need to start with one niche and one core problem. Second, you're going to take that niche, you're going to take that core problem, and you're just going to ask yourself, well, what's the desired outcome? And that's what you're going to offer them. So for example, with real estate agents, you're going to offer them an AI employee that can qualify their leads for them, send them the qualified ones directly, and then automatically nurture the unqualified leads for the next 12 or 24 months until they're ready to buy. For the plumbers and electricians that are missing on the emergency business, you're going to offer an AI employee that can take calls 24/7 and schedule appointments, all for a fraction of what a call center would cost. With restaurants, you'd be offering them an AI employee that will automatically get them more reviews to boost their SEO rankings and improve their online brand. Point being though, is you don't have to overcomplicate sales if you're targeting a good problem, targeting a good niche, and you just offer people what they want. And then step 3 is you're going to ask yourself, why would somebody say no to my offer? Some of the common reasons are going to include that it's too much of a headache to switch systems, or it's going to be too much effort to implement AI. Sometimes it's that they think it's going to be expensive. And then other times it's they're just wondering, like, is it actually going to work? Once you have your reasons written down somewhere, then step 4, and pay really close attention here because this is the advanced sales here, is that you're going to offer them bonuses to get started right now, today, when they're on the call with you, when you're pitching it, when you're trying to sell it. And these bonuses should address their limiting beliefs. And so for example, if in your industry and your niche, the number one objection that you get, or the number one thing holding people back from making a purchase, is that they don't want to take the time and effort into building out the system or switching systems or training their staff, then as part of your offer for them to get started today with you, when you're pitching them, when you're selling them, you would say, Mr. Client, we actually have a special offer right now that if you wanted to get started with us right now, we would waive the $4,000 setup fee. We would take care of the migration for you. We would do all of that work for you. So that way you don't have to lift a finger. And we would also make sure to train your staff and your team on how to use the system so that you don't have to do any additional work other than just give us the go ahead to get started. What do you say? And the reason that you do this is because that way you can handle objections before they happen. And then step 5 is that you're going to shut up and let your prospects ask whatever questions they had, and you're going to let them close themselves. When I made the switch from selling traditional marketing services like SEO and ads to selling high-level services, all of a sudden my business was able to skyrocket because it went from getting all this resistance, all these no's, all these, oh, I really have to think about it, to people eagerly throwing money at us because we were actively solving problems that they had in a way that made sense, where the results were guaranteed and where everything was straightforward and none of it felt like a gamble. And if you guys want more help with sales, with growing your agencies, or even adding Highlevel as a source of income to you, then you have 3 options. Number 1, keep watching the YouTube videos. There's a lot of great content on the channel that's going to teach you a lot about AI, sales, marketing, and building an agency. Number 2, if you want to work with me directly, then I do have a private mentorship program. You'll find a link to that below. But then number 3, just for starting your GoHighlevel free trial or upgrading to GoHighlevel SaaS mode, you will be getting my AI marketing course that will teach you sales, will teach you AI, will come with all of the prompts pre-built for you, along with a snapshot that has everything that you've seen me built here on this YouTube channel, literally copy and pasted into your account so that you can have this up and running within 15 minutes. With that said, if you're enjoying these super practical guides, then make sure to like, subscribe, leave your questions down below, and ring the bell icon so you're notified every time a new value-packed video drops. With that said, I will see you in the next one.